All right, Bang. Today is Tuesday. It is December 17th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. We are joined in studio by Tate. We are joined on Zoom by Marty Mush. Today's draft, as you saw by the title, is the biggest Grinches. Not limited to, anti-holiday people. Mm-hmm. Just miserable people.
Who's a Scrooge?
Yeah, like
Scrooge, an angry.
It's like an angry, miserable person.
Just fun out of everything.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Marty, how are we? Look at this guy. He's just looking.
He's locked in.
What do you?
Yeah. I'm good. You guys are breaking up a little bit. I don't know. Why.
Are we? Well, it's probably you guys fucking $1.50 internet in New York.
Why is it so?
This ain't gonna work.
No. What's wrong?
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
here
no.
we go. It's me. Yeah, it's me.
Of course it is you.
Let me look surprised.
All right.
I don't know. What do you mean? It's fucking Pete.
A Grinch. A potential Grinch.
Hey, we don't tip picks around here. He was high on my board.
Yeah.
How many Barstool people do you have in
It's
your list?
better in here.
Is it? Marty's like on a different planet right
Yes.
now. Can you hear us?
I hear you way better.
Okay.
All right.
Way better doesn't sound good though.
Are you drafting Barstool people?
I have one on my board. I might. Maybe.
I avoided.
You avoided?
I avoided.
Yeah.
You've never been seen to be one to avoid confronting a coworker.
Well, I'm going
like the most
Grinches
pretentious way possible.
Marty, can you hear us now?
I hear you great.
Okay, good. All right, cool. All right, so enough said. It's fictional or non-fictional. So obviously, we just did bullies like 2 weeks ago. There's a difference between a bully and a fucking.
different.
Oh no, yeah.
All right, just making sure. Just making sure.
I'm really nervous about this draft, by the way.
Why is that?
I'm really nervous because I'm really bad. I got a bad list.
Do you?
Bad.
I think once a couple of picks get selected, then it'll open up the floodgates in everybody's brain a little bit. Because I'm a little nervous about mine too.
All right. Yeah, I need the number one pick.
Oh, that's never.
There is
good.
a clear number one.
That's never good.
Is there?
Is there? Clint?
I think so.
Really?
Well, we'll see.
All right, sounds good.
I guess we all don't know.
All right, we will do the order now. Zupi, can you put the number 1 through 5 behind your back, please? And Marty, can you guess what number Zupi has behind his back?
Yeah, it's since I'm number 1, 2.
Oh,
It is 2. Wow.
Where you going, Martin?
Number 1. Number 1.
Number 1. Also, thank you to Zupi for stepping in here. Our guy Lance is food poisoning, so appreciate it.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
I wonder what he ate.
Both ends.
Probably
He's a lanky guy.
Yeah, he don't
That's
got
coming out
much.
both
Yeah,
ends
he doesn't have 10 pounds to lose or 5 pounds to lose from food.
Oh, but he could reach the toilet with his mouth in both ways.
That is true. That's an advantage of being tall like
I
that.
don't know. It's actually he's up higher when you got him.
Yeah, true. Bad rice ball, I heard he had.
Get the fuck out.
All right, Tate, Zupi has number 1 through 4 behind his back. What number is it?
4.
Oh,
1.
Oh,
well, hold it next time, but it's okay. All right,
Soupy show.
it's okay. Hey,
He's new to the program.
new to the program.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Yeah.
Zupi. It's okay. Chief, Zupi has 1 through 4 behind his back. What number is it?
do one again. No.
Dave, what number is it?
2.
Oh, it's 2. All right.
I'll go with 3rd.
All right. 1 through 3 to me. 3. No. Tate.
2.
1. I will go 2nd.
All right. 1 or 2 to me. 1. No. All right, Tate.
2. I'll go 4th.
All right. Fuck, I did not want to go 5th
No.
here.
No.
That's not.
I gotta be honest. I'm regretting 1 a little bit.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm regretting it a little bit.
You want to trade
No.
5th
No.
for 1st? And I'll give you extra draft compensation?
Nope, I don't want that.
All right, fine.
A draft pick to
3
be named
the best.
later.
White Sox Dave's got the best.
I agree.
I don't know that I do.
I think we're all nervous.
Yeah, we are. I'm kind of nervous about this one. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. Marty, what's your fucking pick?
Hold on. We're not ready yet, Dave. We're not. I'll suck the fun out of you right now. That sounded bad, but
yeah, that was pause.
that sounded real.
Hey, no sexual activities for another 4 days. Is it? Yeah, 4 days for me, Ed. So no, you won't until Monday.
I think you're right. Before we get going, I want to talk about our friends at Beard Guyz. Step up your beard game and unleash your beast with Beard Guyz. Hair on your face is different from hair on your body. Specific products are needed. Beard Guyz has products that wash, hydrate, and help to style your beard. You can start your day off right with the 2-in-1 Wash and Tame, a wash and conditioner combo that is meant to cleanse and condition your beard. It's citrus scent, which is nice. It smells beautiful. You don't get like a wood. I feel like a lot of these are like wood smelling, something like that. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. But citrus scent is nice regardless. So you could do that. You could hydrate your beard with some beard oil. The beard oil helps soften and moisturize the beard and skin. And you can lock that beard in place and style it with some matte styling clay. This product is kaolin clay to help keep your beard in place and can be used for your hair as well. So whether you're a seasoned vet or a rookie beginning the bearded journey, Beard Guyz is the brand for your beard. I love the scent. I can't talk about it enough. I also love it's just a smooth rub onto your hand. You get it going. You give it a couple blends, a couple strokes, a couple slaps. However you do it, just feels good, and it just feels like you're doing the right thing for your beard. And that's what's most important. You can find Beard Guyz at your local Walmart and Walgreens. Go check them out. I highly recommend. With that said, let's get into the show. All right, Marty, you're up.
Yeah, listen, I'm rewatching it right now, and I know it's everyone that I think you guys have done this, and she deserves to win an Oscar for how fucking miserable she really is. And it's Olivia Soprano.
Yeah.
It's truly, I think that's the number. When you think miserable, Grinch, Pete hates everything. It's Olivia Soprano, so I'm going with her number one.
Yeah, she was high on my board. I don't have a huge board. She was very high on it. So, yeah, there is no one more miserable than Olivia Soprano. I think that's a very.
It's actually incredible how good she is at being miserable.
Yeah,
I think that old lady didn't realize she was acting. She was just in an
that was her
alternate.
too.
Yeah, that was just her. Because she should have won every single award, Grammy, Emmy, Oscar, doesn't matter. Give her all the awards.
she's she was a big star too.
What was her name?
Nancy Marchand.
Really?
Yeah, she was like a big star.
Brad Marchand?
Yes, like Brad Marchand.
You ever see this scene where she died in real life and they CGI'd her in back then?
Yeah.
It's wild to watch back.
I guess I never really put. I know that she did die in the middle. Did you see
She
Sopranos?
died
Tate?
season 2,
Okay.
right? Season 2 she died?
I've never seen that.
3. She died in 3.
Three, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in The Naked Gun.
Yeah, dude, she was a big time actress. I'm pretty
I
sure.
had no idea.
But yeah, I mean, just poor you.
It's that stupid fucking Jersey accent that just enhances the miserable in her. That old lady
Eddie, that was
Jersey.
good.
You like that? Spend some time in Jersey.
It's
Not
the worst
really.
state on planet Earth.
No, it's not. You've never been.
Connecticut's number 1.
Connecticut's it definitely vies for. I'm half
What?
Jersey.
When have you ever been to Jersey, Dave?
My mom lives in Tom's River. My grandparents and every single one of my mom's family members is from New Jersey.
Hey,
Marty,
you don't like
come
going to
on.
see me.
Marty, come on. Come on.
He doesn't like going to see his family. That's what it is.
Come
Yeah,
on.
because that state fucking sucks.
Marty, you know what you're doing here. I mean, Dave talks about New Jersey all the time. You know he's been to New Jersey.
I know.
It's a miserable place. It does have good food. I'll give it that much. Aside from that, the people are just like this. I don't blame Olivia Soprano for how she became because of what's around her.
Marty, you from Jersey?
No, I'm
Long
from
Island.
Atlanta. I live in Jersey now, though.
good pick. Great pick, actually.
That's why I need one.
She was a firm second rounder for me. Chief, you're up.
Can I take the actual Grinch?
That was what I thought one.
I feel like
We're not doing this. No, we're not doing
no.
this.
I'm taking the Grinch.
It's such a piece of shit. Veto.
Sounds like there's 2 vetoes.
How can there be a veto on that? How can there be a veto? Be a commissioner for once.
Well, it's kind of like
No.
you can't win your own tournament.
Of course you can.
He's presenting this trophy.
Yeah.
If it was called most miserable people draft, sure. It's just called the Grinch draft.
Nah,
You
this
can't
is
take
this is
the Grinch.
stupid. You got to pick something else.
Yeah,
I think it's kind of.
And of course, Tate's with Chief.
It was my number one on the board. I thought it was the obvious.
I thought Marty was stepping up, like walking the Grinch up to the stage.
No, the Grinch is on the stage with you, with the winner. Like at the end,
So
whoever wins this draft will be like in a nice Photoshop picture.
Come on,
with the Grinch.
Are you vetoing?
Well, Marty and Dave did, so it's irrelevant.
Take a stand for once. I might just
Make
draft
a
you.
decision, Ed.
What?
Did you?
Make
Here's
a
my question.
decision.
Did you think of it?
No.
That's why you're mad.
I'm no.
I
It
think
has
you're
nothing.
mad
I
because you didn't think of it.
No, I am not. I'm mad because it's stupid. It's just stupid. Think outside the box and have fun with it.
He did.
He didn't.
He did.
He
Outside of
literally
Marty's
took-
box. I'm
If we
outside of
took-
Marty's box.
If we took like, I don't. No, veto. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
This is
I'll
bullshit.
say this. Now, if you take my next guy, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be more.
My next one's a girl.
All right, let's hear it.
Taking Skylar White. Another miserable cut from the same cloth as Olivia. I fucked Ted. She was the absolute worst wife on the planet. So I'll take Skylar White. I should have been allowed to have the Grinch. This is fucking bullshit. Marty not taking the Grinch 1-1. I would not have vetoed Marty. I thought that was the most obvious 1-1 of all time.
Okay.
But whatever, Skylar. Fuck you guys.
Okay.
How many fucking dog walks have we done? How many have you done yourself? How many drafts you done?
I don't know, hundreds.
And honestly,
Yeah,
I think
and
that
you're still pulling this shit.
if you would have taken that, the audience would have been like, that sucks. That pick stinks.
I'm pretty used to that. I'm pretty used to that's
okay.
been
Okay.
When was the summer foods draft? Barada, I've never lived that down. That was
All
a
right.
good pick.
I want to talk about Skylar White. I don't know if I love this pick.
All right, fine.
Because it's been, I haven't done a rewatch of Breaking Bad in a while. I think she's an annoying, shitty character. I don't know if she's a Grinch and miserable.
I think that
I mean, she was complaining about money and like she's a Grinch.
I don't know.
We
if
should
she
go back and
is.
rewatch. Go back.
She's on the pantheon of all-time worst TV
Wives.
characters.
Yeah,
I kind of disagree.
Her
with
husband
that.
was cooking like meth and shit.
And,
Yeah.
you know,
for his family because he was dying.
I don't love the
That's-
pick.
I don't love it. I don't love it.
All right,
either.
whatever.
But
Moving
like,
on, Dave.
here's the thing about the Grinch too. I took it as like you kind of have to have a redemption arc too, as the Grinch does in the movies.
So all your picks are going to have a redemption.
not
Now
necessarily.
that's insane.
Not necessarily.
Let's
Not-
hold Dave to that standard.
Not necessarily. Some maybe, some not. Skylar White does have that, which, like, because at the end of the movie, like, I think she's kind of exonerated a little bit, considering the evil person her husband was. However, like, I don't know. I think there's better picks.
Yeah, I don't love it. If we did a worst TV character draft, I think she's a valid one, first rounder. But for that reason,
Fuck you guys.
all right, Dave, you're up.
This was the first person that popped in my head when I heard Grinch draft, and this guy has sucked the life out of me for 20 years. And as soon as
I was going to take him.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh,
I'm going with Aaron Rodgers. He's a miserable fucking human. And when he did the Sunday conversation,
You got to do it now, Tate.
hold on. When he did the Sunday conversation, like he was not having any fun, and he's like, "This is so fucking stupid." Like he there's no ability for him to like enjoy himself. I don't think. Like I can't imagine him just sitting down and having a beer with like a buddy.
I can.
Nope, not gonna
I've
say it.
never heard him crack a joke. Like he just sucks, and he's made my life miserable. And it's probably a more personal pick. I fucking hate this guy. He's just a complete cunt of a human.
So you just did what makes you miserable, not him being miserable.
He is
He's made
miserable.
you miserable. That's not the Grinch.
The Grinch
the
was-
Grinch does it. He steals Christmas from
Yeah.
kids.
But
From
he
who-
has
Yeah,
like
but he's miserable.
So is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, so
He's the happiest guy always on drugs 24/7.
we're the children of Whoville.
Yes.
Okay, and he steals it from us. So I
Yes.
think the pick qualifies the way you teed that up.
was the most obvious.
All right, so Tate.
Well, I'm not. I have my guy is still here. I
Tate,
want this
yeah,
guy.
Tate.
I'm gonna. I get to pick him before Dave next time.
All right,
Am I up?
Yeah,
you're up.
All right. I think this guy, and I don't want to get too political on it, But Dr. Fauci was the biggest to ever walk this.
This is the best pick thus far. I wish I would have.
I can't believe you didn't take it.
I got 2 of the shots. I got tricked into 2 of those shots.
Dave.
He should have been the one
Dave,
to take
what
it.
are you?
I wasn't tricked.
Your fault.
Exactly.
I wasn't tricked.
No,
I lived my life.
You did.
Oh, I can't believe you didn't. I'm not talking about the shots. I'm talking about the draft pick. I can't believe you didn't take Fauci.
I wish.
I don't think.
Ed.
I don't think we.
Ed. I wish I would have.
I don't think we've
It was
gone.
an unbelievable.
I don't think we've gone 88 drafts without being Fauci mentioned by him.
Me?
Yeah, you mentioned.
I don't
Fauci.
think I've ever.
no.
I'll make fun of the libs and shit. I don't think I've ever one time said Fauci on the podcast.
Well,
You'd cry about it.
It's more than 88, but you have mentioned Fauci.
Dave, you might be the Grinch right now.
You have a problem
Because I
with
forgot to have him on my list.
Yeah.
Yes, and
How
that's
would I cry
that's
about
my
it?
fault.
I think this is a good pick.
It's an
great pick.
standing pick. He literally stole Christmas from
Yeah.
hundreds,
Yeah.
billions
literally
of people,
stole Christmas.
billions of people across the world. So this is in
Prosecute him for that.
He should be. He's a mass murderer.
Yeah, well,
No, yeah, this is a fantastic pick. He took away.
it's a great pick.
For years.
Yeah.
Took away 2 years
Yeah.
of fun from everyone.
Yeah.
You
And
do.
then-
He's got kind of Olivia Soprano
Maybe
voice.
more.
Can you do him?
More, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember like there's things like, okay, you had to socially distance, you had to this, but do you remember watching like the Macy's Day Parade and they would have masks on
Dude.
with a hole in it for you to play your like the world was crazy.
I remember walking my dog down the end of Thomas Street, and there are these 2 grandparents looking at their newborn grandchild through a window of their son's apartment. They're holding the baby up in the window, and they had their masks on outside, and it's like, there's the baby. Oh, we're
It was
walking by.
because of that motherfucker.
Yes.
I can't believe you're going to sit here and say you never mentioned Fauci.
He does not mention him as much as the other political things, for sure.
Sure, yes,
Yeah.
but it all kind of.
I don't. You
It all
can-
kinda
you-
coincides.
I may have. I'm sure I would
There's,
have.
I mean, there's people who
but
listen to the show every
Ed-
week. I'm very
You're,
interested.
you're looking at a 2-time jab survivor.
This is
Who
nothing.
knows if I have survived?
It has nothing to
Who
do.
knows?
This has nothing to do with the jab. This is everything to do with talking about Fauci on the show.
I have other Fauci adjacent selections I can make, but him specifically I did not have on my list. And it's fucking insane that I didn't, because I fucking hate this guy, and I'm pissed. I'm mad at myself.
And you had a chance. Instead, you took a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Picking Aaron Rodgers for Fauci's brutal.
No, listen,
This is a great pick.
I'll defend Dave's pick a little bit too. I know you jumped in because we thought you were going to take something else because
Yeah.
it was stunning. Dave didn't take it, but Rodgers had like an all-time, like especially for Bears, he was gone. He had an all-time redemption arc, but then like he is starting to kind of.
I think that
Get brutal
It,
now,
it obviously hits harder to you three
Because he sucks, though.
That's what
Marty-
sucks about it.
I like Aaron Rodgers.
I
I don't hate him. I'll tell you that.
I like Aaron Rodgers.
He's interesting when he goes on shows and
It sucks.
Yeah, like-
it sucks that he sucks on a different team. That's the part that was like, we didn't get to witness his
The shitty-
downfall up close.
Now it's just
they just have another really good quarterback. So
Is he really good?
I think he's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he's pretty good.
He's pretty
he's
good.
He's a good quarterback.
Yeah, no, Fauci's. I had him on the board. That's a great pick.
Great
It's-
pick.
thank you.
I-
Were you going to take him, Ed?
No,
on the
because
swing here?
I'm happy with who I have left.
Gotcha.
I'm very happy with who I have left because I think I have some good ones. First, I'm going with Roger Goodell.
Mm-hmm.
They turned it into the no fun league for a reason. Goodell he's an all time fun sucker.
Yeah,
I mean,
no problem with
That's going
that.
to do well.
yeah,
That's a good pick.
I don't think there's any dispute.
I don't hate him like other people. Like he's kind of outside out of mind.
I don't hate him, but I also think he's a smug
Yes,
asshole.
he is.
But
You
bro,
know?
no one likes any commissioner.
No.
literally.
That's
like,
their
where
job
it's
is to
tough,
be
where
hated.
It's like Adam Silver, I was liked for like a little bit. Now they hate him.
They
The
hate him
NHL
now,
guy,
dude?
They hate the what?
They hate Adam Silver now?
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. My timeline might be different than yours though.
Yeah, I'm not a big basketball guy.
I
I don't even know if we have a franchise anymore.
I got into Black Twitter today. You know that?
Oh, nice.
How'd you do that?
I had a viral tweet happen yesterday of French toast sticks, and they're the funniest replies I've ever seen in my entire
Black
life.
Twitter is the best Twitter.
I don't.
It's the funniest.
When
Call
you
me
find
white
yourself in it, you're like, oh hell yeah! I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
yeah.
sit back and
Oh,
yeah.
refresh all day.
French toast sticks. Yeah, Goodell.
Good pick.
I think I don't want to tip picks, but I forget who it was. Was it Louis C.K. or it was some comedian that said they don't like the president-elect because the thing that they hate about the president-elect the most is that he's never really laughed at himself. Like he can never, like he's
Not self-deprecating.
yeah, like he never has really laughed at himself, and he would nenever let himself be the butt of the joke. The Goodell kind of has that too.
They did that one completely contrived and corny video when he sent the Confifa or whatever tweet. You remember that?
Yeah,
Fifi.
The Confifi, and he was like in on the joke there, but you could tell he's like,
Mm-hmm. My next pick, I love.
Okay.
I wonder if any of you guys had this on your board, but I'm already saying it's a pick of the draft. It's Keith Olbermann.
All right, that was, yeah.
I mean,
He hates everything.
there is not a more miserable person in this world than Keith Olbermann.
There's one guy that is now close. There's
Okay.
one guy that is now close in the same realm.
I think I don't know if he's miserable or if he's just very sick and infected with the woke mind.
He's almost a victim.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's sad. It's like he's beyond repair. He's deep in his sickness.
But even like sports don't hit for him anymore, I feel. Does he still talk about sports at all? Or is he just like full political?
I think he's full political. I mean, he went to MSNBC a long time.
Yeah. But you would think a guy who was a mainstay anchor, original anchor on SportsCenter.
That was like arguably the best duo. Him and Dan Patrick were.
Sure was.
Yeah.
You'd think he'd mix in like, oh, Josh Allen, great game today. I don't even think that. I don't think.
But
Olbermann-
he'd be like,
He's sucking off Fauci right now.
yeah.
He's asking for more jabs.
Dude.
Give them all to me.
I kind of think Tate already won in my head.
with that.
Yeah.
We'll see. I've ruined drafts before.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I've had good picks before and ruined them.
Yeah.
Eddie does this to me on purpose. He picks ones he knows I won't be good at, so I know this is his game.
That's not true.
It is. It is the great. I don't even have 5 right now. I can tell you that.
Yeah, Olbermann. He's a fucking miserable asshole. You're up, Tate.
All right. Well, I said I was going to do it, so I have to do it.
You have to do it.
And I'm doing it because you brought the negative energy to start the draft today.
I didn't bring shit.
That's a fact. Jerry Reinsdorf. Just because I want you to know I got him.
Yeah, you got him from me, sure. But he's actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, he epitomizes the word Grinch.
People are going to have to do a double take at the draft. Be awake. Wait.
Yeah.
Tate took Fauci and Reinsdorf.
He felled me.
Do you see? You set that all up.
No. I know. I get it. I was trying to think like more out.
You took Aaron Rodgers. This ain't a fantasy football draft.
Aaron Rodgers
be the worst
has made my
pick.
life miserable, and it's football season. The White Sox are so out of my mind right now until they fucking traded yesterday.
I would say I have the 2 people on earth that you hate the most.
They're up there.
They're up there.
Yeah.
Now, Fauci, like I don't. Yes. No.
Fauci.
Reinsdorf
or
number
disagree
one.
with him. You don't like him.
Reinsdorf
I hate
is number one. No, I have gotten to the point where I hate him and think he should
Okay.
be in prison for the rest of his life.
Agreed.
Reinsdorf is legitimately he's Jim Carrey with like
but the movie ends early. There's no redemption arc
at all.
Yeah.
No, he
It was a
will
good
go
trade,
to.
though. It's a good thing they got rid of him. He was not good or anything.
Look at that eyebrow.
You can't hurt him. You can't hurt him anymore.
I can't. Because I told him this team was going to suck when they were good, and he didn't believe it, and now what happened? But it's fine. Let's keep moving.
Tell him how he wasn't right.
It was like
The logic wasn't right. He ended up being right by accident.
You were saying that because you were talking to me. It had nothing to do with like any knowledge of the game of baseball or like.
No, it's the knowledge of how poorly run of an organization that you have. That no matter
There's something to that.
You could have Shohei Ohtani, and you could have the Dodgers roster on yours. It wouldn't work.
They wouldn't have a Dodgers roster. That's the point.
I understand. I mean, it's a hypothetical.
But that hypothetical doesn't work.
No, if they had all those guys,
any reality at all.
No, but let's just alternate reality. Let's say the White Sox drafted all of those guys that make the Dodgers go.
Still wouldn't work.
They wouldn't work for the White Sox.
I mean, I saw a World Series
By accident. They won by accident.
by accident. Sure, they did.
True.
And the money.
And it honestly
the money
might
was
have been
different
the
then, too.
legitimate worst thing to ever happen to them because they thought they could just duplicate that for fucking years. On that note, I'm going to make my pick, and I'm just going to go with Brandon Walker. That guy is just Is there any disagreement with this one? Well, I'm sure fucking Tate will disagree because he's on his knees giving him, filleting him to completion every day.
How do I get the shot here? You just picked Brandon instead of roasting Brandon. You roasted me.
I said you would disagree with the pick.
But explain your pick instead of.
Do I have to? I think it's
it's
pretty obvious why Brandon Walker is the Grinch.
Is this your first contact with Dave? Everyone catches shrapnel.
Holy
oh
shit.
yeah, you're standing next to me or sitting next to me.
And you took his guys.
Yeah, I took his guys.
Thoughts on Brandon Walker?
I like him.
It's a good pick. He is a Grinch.
He's a major Grinch.
Yeah.
He is a major Grinch.
Like-
I don't know what's wrong with him.
He's just an asshole.
He slips out of that. Like, wow, he's actually an asshole versus like, oh, he's just like.
But like the thing about him is, I don't know how to like. It's almost like I don't care that he's a Grinch. It's who he is, and I don't know how to put it.
I know he's an absolute cocksucker who I enjoy.
That's right. It's a weird dynamic in my head. But yeah,
I like Brandon. We've did a show together for 5 years, but the answer is from Mississippi. Who the fuck would ever be like happy-go-lucky guy who's fucking eating squirrel for dinner?
But they say
I don't know a guy who gets to sit around and talk about sports in this office all day.
But they say
but he was doing this for 20 years for the Mississippi JV football team.
That's true.
So
and also,
it hasn't transferred yet.
Spending the majority of your life in a place where they probably don't have air conditioning and it's hot, that would make me miserable.
I'd be upset.
But they say like Southern gentlemen. Like I don't.
That's a wives' tale.
Yeah,
The
that's
Midwest nice is real. Like
I kind of think so. Are we biased? You're the only one not from the Midwest.
What?
Do you think Midwest nice or Southern gentleman is more legit?
I think they do the Southern hospitality.
Yeah, I don't think either.
Hospitality is a good word.
Yeah, that's a good word.
They're not nice. They're not nice.
Yeah, they're like fake nice.
I also think they're assholes, right?
Nah, it's East Coast.
Northeast are
assholes.
Northeast are the biggest assholes.
Yeah.
See, I think it's all mixed up. I think like Southern are more like mean behind your back.
Correct.
And nice in front of you. I think Midwest is like you guys are just what you are. Like you live in garages and you have fun in bad spots. I truly think like I like Midwest people, but you guys like Eddie loves to just go to bad places and have fun. You know, and
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like Midwest though. Go ahead.
And then East Coast there are assholes, but I think they're assholes in front of you.
Yes, but I do think like when the camera pans Yankee Stadium, it's just like
Scumbag.
all scumbags, and I have a hard time believing that that they're like nice guys.
I think the differences with the East Coast is they have to know you. If they know you, then they're nice.
Yeah,
but there is
The nicest.
Yeah, there's no niceness to just like the random person.
Correct. Yeah,
You know?
We're here. You go out of your way to be nice.
Yeah, but if you're there, you're like they'll bring you in, and they know you. They'll bring you in. They'll treat you like gold if they know you on the East Coast.
I think the driving is a big difference for me between the East Coast and Midwest. I mean, like I've driven in New York like twice now. Holy shit, the horns are just going 24/7.
Yeah.
I think in the Midwest, you are more likely if you're stranded on the side of the road and you need like help changing your tire or something. I think that would happen in the Midwest. I don't think that would ever.
Totally, because if they don't know you, they're not nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's
100%.
Yeah. All right, you are up, Chief.
I think I'm going back to back Barstool. I'm taking the number one Grinch of the company is all Biz Pete. He's more miserable than Brandon Walker. Absolutely more miserable. He's never like outwardly nice. I've never seen him be outwardly nice. I've never seen him be pleasant. I kind of like him too. He makes me laugh.
Like
he makes me laugh. Like I enjoy Pete, but I enjoy him because I know anything else I say, I'll get the same kind of miserable cocksucking response. So all Biz Pete is an all-time Grinch.
That clip they had of him on the yak from a few months back when they were talking about his profile pic, they're like, "That is not you." He's like, "No, that's me."
Yeah,
they're like, "You can't have fun." He's like, "That was," and he knew the exact date, and it was like 2 decades ago.
Yeah, that was the last time he had fun. Yeah, it's like that was a fun guy. It's a long time ago. And what was the thing he said? He was like, when you're the last time, you never know the last time you're with your friends, and he goes, "That was that." There was that picture that
he had
day.
the exact date. It was like June 18th of like 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete. I love Pete, but Pete
is an ultimate Grinch.
Pete can be a little Grinchy at times. But I think he likes it though. He likes it.
Oh, you can have. There's likable Grinches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you can laugh at the miserable people, like they're like funny miserable, and there's some that are just like, oh my god.
Whereas Walker, I think it's just him. Pete is like there's a part of him that like enjoys just being the bad guy.
Yeah, and I think that there are like Pete is like a tech guy, and I feel like all tech guys have a little streak of that too.
Well, yeah, because I think it's the old adage of those guys have been asked some of the dumbest questions you could ever think of.
They're broken. They're worn down.
Know?
Yeah.
Like
But Pete's answer is always just like plug it in, plug it out. Like that is just, it's always just unplug it, plug it back in.
Is that where he gets the name? Is he all business Pete because he's business all the time? Like, is that his?
It's not a
It predates.
Yeah, I actually don't know why he has that.
I actually don't know either.
It's got to be
not a nickname. It's a lifestyle, though. He's just all business.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'd
his
love
attire.
his closet, dude. His closet's got to be just all checkered shirts and plaid shirts. That's it. All button downs. The guy, we work at a place you don't have to wear button downs. He wears it every day.
He is a phenomenal character, though.
Yeah.
I'll never forget being at Greektown on the Super Bowl for that contest we had for the gambling contest. Do you remember that, Marty? And, Dave, you were
course,
there.
Dad, you left me in Greektown.
Super Bowl one?
Yeah, so this 2021.
When it was broken?
And
20,
the app was down on
Yeah.
Super Bowl. The app was down.
Oh yeah.
And, I mean, Dave was furious. Like,
I was like, I wanted to leave the room.
yeah, Dave Portnoy, I should say.
Okay.
Beyond mad. Like, just like.
At Pete.
No, it was just mad in general.
situation.
The world.
And then Pete, it was like the timing from God. Dave turns around to look, like just scanning the room, and Pete had a perfect slice of Goofy movie pizza.
Yeah, with all the cheese.
All this cheese stringing down, and he takes a and Dave goes, "The fucking app's down, and Pete's stuffing his face."
I remember seeing that.
When I tell you, it was a perfect Goofy movie. Like, and he was stringing it like.
Dude, the cheese was like 10 feet long.
Not a care in the world.
And I'm like, and then Pete's like, you could see his soul just got sucked from him. He's like, and then I talked to Pete after, like, yeah, it was tough. He's like, yeah, it was 5 o'clock. That was the first food I've eaten all day. It was an all-timer.
Yeah, that was great.
That's funny shit.
Marty, you're up.
Yeah, look, I'm. This is a personal one. Like I said, I'm taking another woman. She makes me laugh a lot, and it's Susie Green from Curb. She's always just miserable, yelling at somebody, yelling at Jeff being a fat fuck. What? Tell me, Dave. Tell me.
I mean, you would too if you were married to that idiot and had to deal with that idiot's friend all the time.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Jeff's a simple man. He just wants to sit and be with Larry. That's it. But just like the outfit she wears, just the way she screams at people makes me fucking laugh. But she's so miserable in every episode. Like, there's never like a happy episode for her. So I'm going Susie.
The only time she ever looked happy on the show, which might be my favorite moment of hers, is when they're at the anniversary party for Ted Danson and his wife, and she's mouthing along the word like a stage mom to the song in the background. That show is fucking perfect. I think this is a good pick. I like this pick.
Thank you. It's a fine pick. I'm not gonna say it's the best one ever. It's a fine pick.
It's a fine pick. You got another one. You got another fine pick in your repertoire.
You're up again.
No, this is bad. I got one in my head. I have to just. I don't know. I'm going Squidward.
That's a good Grinch.
Squidward's
Is that not a good?
real.
I don't know
Watched
SpongeBob.
it. Yeah.
It was.
Thank
after
you,
my
Tate.
time.
Tate, where's the? How old are you, Tate?
31.
Yeah, I'm 30. That was my prime when I'm growing up. Squidward was a miserable prick.
He's
And
miserable.
I was just a little too old. Just missed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I
thank
obviously
God Tate
know who
gone.
he is. I can't comment though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a miserable. It's a happy-go-lucky show, and he's literally the most miserable person in the world. So I'm going Squidward.
good pick.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of love from the the SpongeBob crowd. Chief, you're up. I'm being honest.
I'm taking Gary Bettman. I think he's the only commissioner the NHL has ever had. He has never had a moment ever when he was popular. Like, no one's ever liked him. He's been booed. Like, Roger Goodell was not immediately booed upon taking that job. I remember being like 8, and Gary Bettman was presented the Stanley Cup, and he was getting booed. So Gary Bettman's been a Grinch his entire life. I think he's been a disaster for the league. No one's ever allowed to really show their personality. He puts the games on the Outdoor Life Network when they came out of the lockout for like a few dollars more instead of doing it with ESPN. That guy stinks. So Gary Bettman, he also just has like a miserable looking face. Like Goodell, you could argue is like big, tall, kind of handsome in a way. Bettman is just like this little 5'6", terrible hairline, just a ugh. You just look at him and you hate him. So Gary Bettman, NHL commissioner.
Who would have thought you had the hots for Goodell?
He's a good looking dude.
I don't know if I'd put him in that category.
No, he
definitely is.
Would you compared to Gary Bettman?
Yeah, Gary Bettman's
he's a troll,
like a twink. You'd call him. Like it's like he is. He's an ugly bastard.
Yeah,
I saw Goodell at the Masters one time.
Yeah,
so yeah.
How'd you feel about him?
Big dude.
Yeah, he's like imposing dude,
he's
right?
like a big
dude.
dude. Yeah. We were in the gift shop together.
Nice.
He's got the way you guys are talking about Goodell, Dave.
It's like it's Brad Pitt.
Holy
Oh, but like, you don't think he's a good looking guy?
I think that there's very few people that I say like, hey, that's a really good looking guy. He does not fall into that category.
I didn't say really good looking. I said he's like he's handsome.
I was like, he's a good looking guy.
Like you're talking, like I talk like Liev Schreiber. Wow, that's a man right there. That's a guy. That's a man. You know who that is?
Yeah, he's the voice of Hard Knocks.
That's how you think of him, huh?
Probably more than anything else. What was his big like Ray Donovan? I never watched that show. Yeah, I never watched that show. Yeah, fantastic. I've heard it's good, but yeah, I think of him as the voice from Hard Knocks.
Have you done a hot guy draft?
Have we?
That's a good idea. Get a couple girls in here.
Yeah, we did teen heartthrobs before. I know.
For dudes?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
I don't remember that one either.
A long time ago. White Sox, Dave, you're up.
This guy's a real cunt. I'm gonna go with Lance Armstrong. He's just a cunt.
Could you have guessed who it was going to be from the same cunt?
Nope.
No.
That was perfect.
I'm just going down my list now.
This guy's a cunt. Lance Armstrong.
Give me something about Lance Armstrong that you really hate, Dave.
That he successfully used his cancer not just diagnosis, he had cancer and like beat it and all that, but like used that to swindle millions upon millions of dollars out of people. He's a lying, cheating scumbag. Everything about him is fake. He's a cunt.
Talk about the Live Strong bracelets?
Yeah. I got suckered into wearing one.
Bracelet was kind of sick.
It was kind of
sick. You
sick.
didn't have one, you were a loser.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's a fact. A lot of people. I heard he came off. He did a 30 for 30, and I heard he was not very likable on it. But
yeah, there's nothing likable about him. Like I like if you're a piece of shit and you just wear it on your sleeve, I almost respect it. Like he's a piece of shit and he tried to hide it in the worst way possible. So I fucking hate that guy. Fuck him.
All right, Tate, you're back up.
All right. I'm going with the theme of like people that have taken something from me, actually, like the Grinch tries to take Christmas away. Got to watch how I word this. But this lady impacted all of our lives. Michelle Obama.
Oh.
Took away good food in the lunchroom and ruined school. And remember, not only did I have to go to school when that happened, when I was in school, I was eating French fries, I was eating pizza, I was drinking pop, and you could get it all at the lunch line. For the last 10 years, I've had to work in a school where it's apples and cheese sticks and vegetables. Have you guys been to a school? You have no idea what I'm talking about.
That's because that's all.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Listed off like three fine things. Yeah. Apples. Oh,
god damn!
Not apples.
No, I'm getting picked on here. That's a bet.
Not a cheese stick.
Say you came to a tough room with this.
This is cancel Christmas for cheese sticks.
Let me tell you this, Chief. Now I'm mad at you, Chief. I just want you to know I'm now mad at you.
All right.
Because I am correct that what she did to school lunches is took all the freedom and the fun and made it you have to take all the food groups and there's no longer junk food. We're not allowed to have vending machines in schools anymore.
Tate wanted 30 kids hopped up on Mountain Dew and he's trying to teach them English.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, go to a school and go try and buy a bag of chips. You can't do it.
What? That's a federal rule. like country, like nationwide.
She took junk food out of lunches, and schools, they don't have pop machines anymore. They have water, and we don't have vending machines in our school.
I mean,
damn, I thought that was gonna hit. Let me tell you.
No, I don't like her.
I'm not a fan, but this is like you're not selling.
I still think there's a chance that you four are the only people on earth that don't get that pick. I think that was a good pick.
Well, how are we
Not
supposed to
for
know?
that
You know what I'm talking about, Zoom?
I haven't stepped foot in a high school.
Yeah, I lived it.
It's bullshit.
I was a student. Yeah, I hated her because you could get like cookies, everything. I had a full slushy machine in my cafeteria, and all of that 1 year was just gone.
They took
Really?
out.
They
Yeah.
came back? What
Yeah.
year was that?
I was in 6th or 7th grade.
Where people just bullshit? Like,
Yeah, we were pissed.
Yeah,
I mean,
Zoopy, was it like the worst year ever when the slush machine wasn't back?
yeah, it was terrible. I remember everyone was so mad about the slushy machine specifically.
No, I get it. I didn't live it because I'm too old, but
Yeah.
I understand.
I guess it's probably
Lived it.
that I lived it, and also for the last 10 years have been.
Yeah, but you're gonna have a lot of people on your side for sure.
All right.
Do teachers eat the school lunch, Tate?
And so with COVID, school lunches and breakfast became free. So they were just like, bring in, hey, Mr. Moore, do you want my juice? Do you want my whatever? It could have been, do you want my pizza? Do you want my French fries? So yeah, I took it personal.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that pick stinks.
Well, I think Lance Armstrong stinks.
He does. He's an awful human.
And the Grinch tried to steal Christmas, by the way. That's my stance. Is Michelle Obama tried to steal good food? Lance Armstrong,
That's
you're
not
just
good
saying
food.
he's
That's
not a nice
trash
guy.
food. That's causing
This isn't a
other
not a
students
nice
to be
guys draft.
fucking idiots.
You're wrong.
Okay. I don't hate the pick.
I don't. You sold it. The reason you gave, you could have given
No, but
a million different things. That were
I
better
think
than
you
that.
got to understand that a
Why-
lot of people do. You have to acknowledge a lot of people do enjoy that food, though, Dave.
Of course.
Who doesn't?
Well, that's
Why-
what I'm saying.
What other
Like,
reasons
that's why
was I
he's-
going to give? What are you saying? I should have given different reasons for Michelle Obama?
I mean,
I thought
I'm
she
sure
was
that-
negative.
I'm sure there are plenty of reasons. I don't have any off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure you could.
Okay. I don't care about Michelle either way. I'm just saying, like, my reasons were she stole lunch, not political.
People are definitely going to think that the titles got messed up on this.
Yeah. All right, it's to me. In the Reinsdorf vein, I got to go John Fisher. What a piece of shit. Right?
Yeah, I just don't know. And like, I don't think about him at all. Like, not that I think about Lance Armstrong.
The Grinch stole baseball.
He did steal baseball from Oakland, and
Hey,
being out there, you know what? I felt for those fans.
He
like,
took
on
their
a-
last team.
Don't worry, Clement will just agree with you. That'll be a good one.
Why? He's a pro John Fisher?
He just like hates every owner, every single one of them.
Oh, so he doesn't like John
He hates
Fisher.
the Guardians ownership.
You're about to hear me. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hates every owner. I mean, it makes sense. They're all just rich and they don't like to, but also like, that's why they're rich. They know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would argue that
An
some
asshole
of
to
them
be rich sometimes
don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do, but they also are just cheap because that's how they stay rich. And that's what, like, some people, not like if you're a criminal
Yeah.
owner, like, I don't know, like Steve Cohen, who should be in jail, but like, regardless.
Yeah, like, obviously, we don't have the nuts and bolts to the whole Oakland thing,
Yeah.
at least. But what from everyone says, like, he had many opportunities to put the stadium in Oakland. He just
This goes back to like an old thing that we used to talk about when we were talking about like comedies and how they don't make like 90s style comedies Happy Gilmore anymore because they only make $30 million profit. So they're not interested in something that only makes 30. It's like if you're not making 500 million, then it's a failure. Like what's wrong with making $30 million profit? Like that's where I feel about these owners where it's like, well,
That's how they worded all the
Like, how much-
COVID losses. So it's like, oh, we lost 100 million. I'm just making it an even number. No, you didn't lose 100 million. You didn't make 100 million, and you only made
Right.
30 million. So it was like you didn't make the 70 million that you would have in a normal year. That's
Right.
how they worded it. It's like, oh, we lost 70 million. It's
Right.
like, no, you didn't. You made 30. You just didn't make the 100. You
Right.
fucking cunts.
yeah. You fucking cunt.
I love that you're dropping.
Well, PFT got in my head earlier.
Well, it's because you screamed it, and he's like, "You like saying cunt, huh?"
It
was already
It's an emphatic word.
it was already flowing over your lips, though.
I I mean, we're talking about Scrooges.
Yeah.
You're right. It's all
synonym
about
for
like
Scrooge.
now the big push is like, hey, this isn't just owning a team. This is owning a stadium with a domed roof where we could have this and
In the Disneyland.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
and then outside of it, we could own the fucking Bar Louie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what this is now. We need an 18.
They're real estate.
Yeah, we need an 18 floor Bar Louie. You know?
No,
That's-
you are right, Ed. They are scumbags about like taking away from Oakland was like the saddest thing of all time.
Yeah.
I also feel like if your team ever has won a championship, you're barred from moving. Like that's in my head. Like the
It should
A's,
be a rule.
yeah. Like you won
agree with that,
3
yeah.
World Series in the '70s.
You've proven it.
Yeah.
I don't care how long it was. You've proven it. It's
Right.
doable.
It's so sorry. You're
No,
not,
there are
you're
Kansas City just won what?
There are
9 years
exceptions.
ago? 9 years
If like there are cities where they just don't support the team. And
Right.
It's like, hey, we put winning products on the field and we're still drawing
right.
8,000 for like we need to get out of here. I get that.
Here's the other thing. As odd as this sounds, I don't think the McCaskies are Grinches.
No,
I wouldn't put them in that
No, I
category.
wouldn't. No,
No, they're just aloof morons.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
they're too nice.
Mhm.
Like, she's a nice little old lady.
Yeah.
Before I kick off the 4th round, I want to talk about cars.com. I think Annika has a spot right now, right? Annika has a clutch spot right now because it's so cold in Chicago. So she's got the best spot here at the office. It's constantly a battle, people going for it. So while the cars.com parking spot is helpful, not having to battle for a spot, the cars.com your garage feature is probably even better. I love how I can track my car's value and see how much it'll be worth in 2 months. I've been thinking about getting something different, and knowing my car's value is beyond helpful in making that decision. Since Annika has the cars.com parking spot this week, she'll have plenty of extra time to create an account with the cars.com and track their car's value. Annika got the most prized parking spot at Barstool, and we could all grab some very valuable insights in our car's value. Cars.com, your garage feature. The Barstool employee parking garage is frustrating, but Cars.com's new feature, your garage, is anything but. Track your car's value so you can know exactly what to expect when you're ready to sell. One more time, track your car's value on Cars.com. Go do it. Why not? Why wouldn't you want to know what your car's worth? Go to use your garage feature.
So this is the best day to have that spot too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It was
So cold.
6 degrees when I walked.
so
the dog.
cold.
Yeah.
I drove here today.
I need another pick. Obviously, this is a personal one, but I don't even think it's about me. You could vouch living in this town your whole life. Dan Bernstein is a Grinch.
Oh yeah, Ed.
He
Yes.
is. Like,
yes.
He epitomizes it.
It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with me, but there's another example of why he is.
Hey.
Like, that's that guy's life.
Was not on my board.
That's fellas. Come on. He's pulling it right over your eyes. That's the most panda pick I've ever heard in my
How
life.
is that pander? It's true though, dude. I'm telling you.
You had
take-
the biggest moment ever with him.
No, but like
You're
Marty.
right. He's a Grinch. He's a loser. I hate him.
here's it's like kind of both, because had that incident with Ed not happened, he would not have drafted him.
Good
He
point.
was draftable
Good point.
without that incident. So like he absolutely qualifies. He is a Grinch, but he's on your mind, and this is like it's a great pick, but don't say it's not about you.
It's gonna
'Cause
really
it absolutely is.
memories.
It's not about what he did
About
to you, but it's like
Ed, if
he's on your
that
board
didn't
because
happen,
of that.
he would have never. Yeah,
Correct.
So he probably doesn't come to my mind, but still, it's not.
It qualifies.
But it's
a good
not
pick.
because like, oh, I have an axe to grind. Like I don't. It's not even about that. It's about how genuinely he is a person. He is a miserable guy.
Yeah.
He is a miserable guy.
Agreed.
I think both are true. I think that it's going to ignite. Oh, that Bernstein guy. Fuck him. That's what people are going to do. And they're going to
But-
click on the team number 4, whatever you are.
But it's deserved. It's deserved. If I could click remote that moment out of history, it's still deserved.
Still deserved, but you wouldn't have picked it.
Probably not. Probably wouldn't have thought about it.
Yeah.
But like when I'm thinking about who's a miserable, and it's him. Like it's
Yeah.
him. Like he really is. Like it dates back. I know. Like you guys obviously aren't local Chicago guys, but dude, that guy forever.
He's the
Like,
worst.
Forever. Like anything. It's a caller would say he was just the worst.
You could be like, the sky's blue. Well, there's clouds coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so he's not a funny. He was never a funny miserable.
No,
Like,
so,
Oh,
like-
in the '90s, yeah.
He had his
like, you
heyday.
know, Francesa's like he's just like angry about things, but he was funny.
Yeah. No, he had his heyday where he like, and his show still does very well. I'm not shitting on his talent or anything. I'm just saying on him.
Oh, just being miserable.
being like just a miserable guy. That's all I'm saying.
You could see the anger in his eyes when you were sitting next to what's his name?
But you're right. I remember driving one day and someone calls like, well, I think the Cubs or the Sox should build their roster this way because, you guys know the saying, good pitching beats good hitting. And he like jumped down this guy's throat saying that's not a thing. It's like, what are you talking about? That's always been a saying.
Always been a thing.
Just like a little microcosm, and I won't forget where it's just like
That's like the most main thing ever.
I know. It was like shocking to hear him jump on this guy for that. It was crazy, but it's just, I think that's just the kind of guy he is. He just looks for any little opening.
It's literally the Mets right now. The Mets have no pitching, and they got a good guy named Juan Soto. Fucking scumbags.
Yeah.
Why didn't you guys give him a free suite? I would have done it.
I kind of liked how he said he's like, we pay our guys a lot of money. You pay for it.
Well, now he's with the Mets. He got a free suite for his family.
No, yeah, we're gonna get better. I'm past
sure
it.
You
we're
are.
better.
Sure you are.
Our pitching staff's the top 3 in the league.
You gonna trade for Cody Bellinger or what?
I don't think so.
All right, Nico Horner.
I love Nico, so I'd take Nico.
I like Nico too, but
What about Justin Steele?
no.
Well,
No.
I would love that.
No.
You pay him $700,000, so there's no way anyone's gonna let him up.
Marty
Did you see? Well, we don't have to get into it.
I love that. Marty loves Nico Horner.
I do like Nico.
He's a good player.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he struggled last year, but he's a good player.
Yeah, but
We
I
don't
just
have to
love.
take a basement right now.
I don't even know if Marty likes him because of baseball. I think Marty
Likes his haircut.
Marty dapped him up in the locker room one time, and now
I've never met him. I've
Nico
never met him.
Horner, that's my guy.
You know what? I've met Aaron Rodgers. He was a delightful guy. That's why I didn't agree with him.
I can't believe that he was a delightful guy.
Well, Glenny said that
It was in
too.
a good setting. Like, I don't know how you could be that miserable. It was in a concert.
Glenny texted me after. He's like, I hated this too, but he's the man.
It was Glenny's background for a year.
Yeah, but that was pre everything. He's had a big 4 years here, so I don't know how much he's.
It's really kind of since he popped his Achilles is when it really went downhill.
Yeah.
'Cause when he ran out for the Jets with the American flag on 9/11, I'm like, this fucking
Yeah. Tate, you're up again.
All right, rules question. Does it have to be an actual person?
No.
So
No.
Woodward was drafted.
well, I mean like this. Can I take tow truck drivers?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I fucking
Absolutely.
they're the worst. They're the biggest scumbags on planet Earth.
What was it? Britt McHenry a couple years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was ever bit in the right.
She was
Okay, I got told
she
yesterday.
came off horrible.
You got towed?
Yesterday in LA.
Were you in the wrong or well,
No. I mean, I guess you're always technically in the
That's what
wrong.
I'm saying,
They got you by the balls. And I was in a spot that I went to USC basketball practice, and I thought I was in a spot that they towed me. And the thing what they don't do, they don't give you a number where it's towed. You have no idea where it's towed. You have to find it yourself.
It's
And I love this.
it's the most fraudulent, scammable business of all time. Because that's probably a spot where people park in all the time. And instead of putting up a sign that says hey, you're going to get towed here, the fucking tow truck driver sits around the side, waits till you leave, and then goes and gets you. And then they'll come up and you might see yourself getting towed. And you're like, hey, sorry, did I do something wrong? And they're like, well, you can pay me cash right now and I'll stop the tow thing.
I just
hate to
found
be
out
that-
they get paid per boot, per toe. So they don't give a fuck.
I hate to be that guy, but you do need some type of law and order.
All right. I
You do.
I got
You're such a piece of shit.
You
hold on. I got a story that I was going to take this, but I won't take it now. I got booted last week. So there's this place on Ashland, right, where they have a Comcast store and an old bank, and it's the old bank's parking lot. They also have those big green bins to donate shoes and clothes. I'm like, it's winter. I did a big closet purge. I had 5 bags of garbage bags of stuff that I put in there. So I had to take multiple trips to the car. So I take all the bags out, and then I ran in to Comcast. I was in Comcast for 30 seconds, and I had to return equipment because I cut Comcast. I got booted. So I was literally doing charity, and then 30 seconds in a store, and I had to pay $170 to get the boot
Did
off.
you snap on him? This is exactly.
No, I didn't
happened to
snap
me.
on him because this is a guy
you
doing his
pussy.
job. But I was like, come on, dude.
They're
scumbags. A handful of years ago, it was probably 2020. I was at the intersection of Division Street and Damon Avenue, and I was going to his Sox tailgate. This is the middle of summer. So it might have been 2019. I was going to a Sox tailgate. I would run into the liquor store. I park in their thing, cash only. So directly kitty corner to the thing is a Chase ATM. I go and take out cash out of the ATM, come to my, go inside to the liquor store to pay cash to get my shit, come outside and it was booted. I left the property and I still spent money at their store and they booted me. And I went fucking ballistic on the guy. I tweeted the video.
This is a classic story.
Yeah.
You told this.
I
love
that is fucking bullshit.
You're still mad.
I'm fuming just.
I was doing charity and I got booted.
I think the biggest problem is that it's like a predatory
That's exactly.
job.
Yeah.
They call them
Like,
the
they
Lincoln
get
Park
paid-
Pirates here. They're like an actual known entity
Yeah.
where they
Like,
go out of
if-
their way
if-
to fuck you over.
If your job here is based on clicks, you'll do things to get clicks. If your job's to be funny, you do things to be funny. Their job, they get paid by ruining people's days. So like they're out there looking for ways to catch people and just fuck them up.
Listen, like I said, I do think you need some law and order on parking wise. Like you do, like especially rush hour where they're like, hey, you can't park on the side of the street between 5 and 7 or whatever.
Sure.
You'll fuck the whole flow of traffic
Yeah,
if
sure.
there's no right lane. You need that. You do.
We're
hear
talking
you.
like the predator.
The predatory
What-
ones.
talking-
What
yes.
about mine where I'm donating clothes and I got banged?
It's a
Eddie
cash
likes
grab.
that.
It's a cash.
Eddie,
grab.
Eddie likes
that.
that.
He's a
Eddie,
huge
Eddie
Jones
likes
fan.
Steve, I didn't know this.
I didn't say that. He could have dropped it and been like, all right, like they should at least like if they pull up, they should like have a stopwatch and give you at least like 5 minutes.
So, and the reason I was starting to snap, and I'm like, dude, I just need you to be a human being and admit that this sucks. And he's like, it sucks. So I was like, all right. He's like,
You know
he's
what?
like,
I was telling.
he's like, I have a body camera. If I let you go, because I've already put the boot on, he's like, I'll get fired. So he's like, I know it sucks.
Do you think that's true? Because that's
what he
a
said.
very good
That's
reason.
what he said. That's
like
what he
if
said.
someone's like yelling at you, it's like, hey man, sorry, I got a body camera.
He did have a body camera.
He did.
So what pissed me off even, this guy was like 6'4", 330 pounds. He was a monster of a human being. And I was like walking, I wasn't going to start a fight with this guy. I wouldn't start a fight with anybody. But he was like backing up as if I was going to attack him. And that made me even more mad. So I was just like increasing the rate of my speed walking towards him. Oh my God, I fucking hate this asshole. And he sits there in a gray, blacked out window Suburban, and
Right.
every time I drive by the intersection, I see him fucking posted up there still. I want to go and slash his tires. Can we do that, Ed?
I'd love to.
Do a stakeout? Do a
the Robin
stakeout?
Hood of
Yeah, I'd love to.
vigilante.
We should put a boot on his car.
I will film something.
That's
with
a good
you.
prank.
That'd be great.
toe the tow truck.
Do you guys, so I brought up the Lincoln Park Pirates. I did not, do you know who Steve Goodman is? The old like folksy artist from like 70s and 80s. He did a lot of stuff with, like John Prine and shit like
Okay.
that. You've heard his music
He
before.
did
He's
the
got a
Go
song
Cubs
on,
Go,
the
no?
on the Lincoln Park Pirates apparently.
Go Cubs Go is by a guy.
Yeah, no, he did Dying Cubs fans last request.
Okay, I knew that. Was
Oh, the
Which is
Portnoy guy did the March Madness song.
yeah, Steve Goodman to Go Cubs Go.
Oh, okay. Good for him. Great song.
Yeah, great pick.
Thank you.
I had a couple of those in mind, but I didn't know they're hard to really. That's straight to
You
the
did it
point.
perfectly.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I got a couple, yeah.
White Sox, Dave.
The Libs, that's who I had.
That was I didn't know if I was allowed to do that. I have it right here. Libs, top of my list.
Yeah, the Libs.
That wins it.
Funny.
No, I don't think it wins it. I got some work to do, but I got 2 heaters coming up. The Libs.
You only have one more pick.
Yeah.
So I don't
Well,
have-
this one on, and then
okay.
one more.
Talk libs so then I can talk libs.
Where do I even start? Chief, I'll let you handle this one.
You want me to advocate for your pick? Yeah, this is this. My thing is, doesn't matter like if it's like we're joking, like it's
Yeah.
a joke, like relax, like we're not saying anything terrible. Like people getting canceled for just trying to be funny is absurd, and it's always them. They're always upset about something that's offensive, this and that, and then like they will change the rules. Yeah, I like
Move goalposts.
move goalposts. Yeah, the Libs.
And I want to make it very clear. I don't give a shit if you're a liberal.
That's my thing.
A lib is like what, like, you know, the purple-haired freaks that are like that picture in 2020 when
16
or 2016 when he won.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That girl.
I'm not I think that's important to know. Like I literally don't care who you vote for
Correct.
at all.
That's what
Or-
that's how it should be.
or
Yeah.
even like the policies and stuff. What I'm saying is the specific subgroup
Yes.
of people that cannot be happy, like can't like this is a great pick because they try to steal Christmas too. You can't say Merry Christmas anymore because you
Happy
have to
holidays.
say Happy Holidays.
Yeah,
exactly.
That specific subgroup of people.
Yeah, I think
That's been going on a long time.
Yeah.
That was like the entry level.
For sure. But
And you know what? I say Happy Holidays because I'm including Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's all in like the same,
But
but
but nothing else.
nothing else at all.
But like people that want books removed out of curriculum. People that
Yes,
it
yes.
just
Which that used to be the right.
Oh my
That used to be the right. Yeah, then they flipped. Yeah.
That's the argument. Tate just encapsulated it better than you, Dave. But it's taking away things where it's like, what? Stop,
Right.
just stop.
Yeah.
Just let shit be and
Can't we just
educate people.
Can't we just have fun?
Yeah, just
It's like the saying goes, guys can't even have fun anymore.
yeah.
That's the libs.
The Theo Vaughn
That was
Guys-
still an all-time tweet.
guys can't even be guys anymore.
No, he
what
was.
was it?
He was. There was like a brick thrown through a gay bar.
No, that it's
and then
like,
they
it was
caught
an
him on
inside job.
yeah. He said it was an inside
Based
job.
on the throwing form, it was an inside job. So they called him a homophobic, fucking racist motherfucker, and all the ists and isms that they could, assign to him. And it turns out it was actually a gay guy that did it, and he was correct.
And then it's just like, oh well, move it along.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, Chief, you're up.
So this is too close, but I was going to take hockey Twitter, and now I have to pivot because they're basically just a subsect.
Oh, I think Twitter is a good pick.
Okay, then I'm taking hockey Twitter.
Yeah.
That I don't get into the weeds, but I've
They're the worst.
seen it from a distance enough, and it's the worst.
They are a subsect of the libs who are trying to. They have, for whatever reason, with hockey, they have an outsized voice. I feel like it's gone down a little bit, but they have always had. And I have a theory about this, is that because hockey is so niche, they're able to, like, without any knowledge or background, kind of like raise to the top of the ladder, because no one, like, because if you're a hockey fan, like let's say you're watching hockey, you're not going to be able to like dispute them because you don't really know. But if you're talking baseball or football, you'd be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Mm-hmm.
There's not enough people like that in hockey,
right?
To do it. So they just kind of go unfettered, and then they have their all little community. They're all. I think they might all be moving over to Blue Sky, which is nice. But
I like to, especially on November 8th of this year, I think that was the date. I really liked going to that part of Twitter to just get a little laugh with myself. I'm thinking about getting a Blue Sky just for the same thing.
And the other thing, like
Blue Sky.
oh, it's like the Twitter. It's a new
safe space Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a new. You haven't heard of this? Yeah, it's its own little.
No. Like Julie DeCaro's probably, or no, actually, I know she's on there.
Yeah. But they're like coming for elements of hockey that I love. Like, I love the fighting, and they're like, fighting is bad. And it's like, no, like, fighting's fucking awesome. These are two grown
Mutual
men,
combat.
adults.
Yeah.
They decided that they wanted to fight. It's been part of the game since the very beginning. Let them fucking do it. And they're like, man, we should ban fighting. It's like, well, then you're taking out an element of the game that gets people out of their seat. Gets 95% of the actual hockey fans out of their seat. Why would you want to take that out?
Yeah, hockey Twitter
Tate,
sucks.
is the guy who banned the Ohio State flag planting a lib?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's great. And he was a Republican. Like, that's the perfect Marty. I'm thankful you said that, because it was not a political thing. Like calling libs, it's people that are just fucking pussies and
Yes.
babies.
Yes.
That's it. You know what? I want to draft him.
Well,
It's too late.
That dude was a fucking loser.
We'll see if he gets back to you.
That was, I saw a clip of him, and he's like, what? I don't want our law enforcement people to be in danger because of flag plant. Like,
I thought, because I did a little research, found out he's from Toledo, thought he was a Michigan fan, all that. No, he goes to Ohio State games. He did a video. He really thought that was a good OHIO sportsmanship act.
disgusting.
Sportsmanship's so gay.
What a...
Fuck, I had a comment on hockey Twitter, and I forgot. We're really off and running.
I'm having fun with it.
Let's just got my blood boiling. I can't believe that dude's a real Ohio State fan. He is, though.
Yeah, that was tough.
He's like the face of Ohio State fans on the
No,
internet
he's
right
not.
now.
Him
and Ohio Dave are probably the two most. If I think of Ohio State fans, I think of that congressman from Ohio and Ohio's Dave.
All right, who's next? Push you up.
And the thing that really bugs me the most about hockey Twitter is like just about every guy in those locker rooms would be like, "You're a fucking loser." That's my main point.
And then there's another point to them too, because they're always like the please like my sport, but then if there are new fans, they shit on them.
Gatekeep.
Yeah. And it's like, well, which one do you want it to be? Because I'm never like like you guys have asked me hundreds of stupid hockey questions, and I never try to make you feel stupid because I want more people to like and to learn it and to understand it. So I always try to give like a good answer that's not like a put down. They are the opposite. They don't know what they're talking about, and if you ask or say something, then they were like, "Oh, you're not a real fan. Oh, you've only been a fan for 3 years. Like, shut the fuck up."
Marty,
People love doing that.
Yeah,
you're up, Marty.
Can we name names? Because they're the one guy that you have gotten into it with, like he epitomizes everything that you're talking about right now.
yeah. I don't like. I never think about him anymore.
I
So
hate him
cares?
so much.
Yeah.
I do.
yeah.
Why?
It's the principle of it, Ed.
Why? You just got a new head of hair in Turkey. What's he doing?
He's
Right?
on Blue Sky.
Yeah, you got this guy bitching about 45 and 47.
All right, yeah, fuck him. Marty.
Yeah, listen, I've been a little quiet the past 10 minutes because I'm really struggling over here.
So you got two.
You got two.
I'm going to back to back. There's one that I forgot about that. I'm going to say this one character because recently, maybe in the past month or two, he posted a picture and it was a joke from the show. But you guys have all watched Entourage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seth Green in Entourage. I fucking hate that guy so much. And I don't care if this is a bad pick. It's truly because when he posted a picture on Instagram a month ago with Sloan being like, "Telly, I said what up," I got angry. Legitimately angry. Like he was actually in the show still. So that's why I'm going to take this one because he was a miserable prick and then always mean, and I didn't like him.
He's a little pest. He's not a Grinch. He's just a little dickhead that gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, I like Seth Green.
I hate Seth Green also.
I don't like.
He's like real life best friends with E, I guess, right?
That would make sense.
Yeah. I heard he's a real cunt in real life.
Who'd you hear that from?
Well, wonder where you heard that from.
Come on, dude.
Your head is in a hole, bro.
Really is, man.
What?
You don't know that he had like a huge internet dispute with Jerry, and then it bled into the chiclets thing.
Yeah. Very recent. I'm talking. Like I ignore all that shit because I don't care. But like dating back to when he was in the show, it's like, oh, in real life he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's got the little midget syndrome, little Irishman syndrome. Like in real
I mean,
life.
I could say for Entourage, sure, but I think
Well, that's what you have to put. You have to put
Entourage
Seth Green,
parentheses.
Entourage.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
But I like a lot of his
That's
roles.
my probably favorite episode of the whole series.
I think I drafted him in
Vegas.
the Redhead draft. Marty, you're up again.
I'm fucked. I gotta be honest. I'm really.
Are you about to forfeit a pick?
What? No, I'm not gonna forfeit a pick. I'm not gonna do it. I honestly almost want to because it's gonna ruin my draft. I have so many names in my head that are so bad. Like I'm not drafting this one, and no one else will. Eeyore just came in my head. I don't even know what fucking Eeyore does.
It's a Grinch.
All right. God, I keep getting all my picks. I was gonna take Eeyore / Eddie.
I had that's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, I'm gonna go because then this is bad. You know, I'm gonna do something really mean. I'm taking that Ohio State's guy.
Oh.
It's gonna do well on the graphic.
I'm gonna take the Ohio State's guy.
I don't think people
That's a
know him
Grinch.
well enough.
That's fine.
Just
fine.
say the Ohio Sportsmanship Act guy or whatever.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name?
Josh Williamson.
I just want the guy who banned flag planting at Ohio
You
State.
get Josh Williamson.
All right, Josh Williamson, Grinch, loser.
Josh Williams?
It honestly is crazy that like that was serious when they asked him and they asked like his partner. They're like, yeah,
Josh
no, it
Williams.
makes sense. Like, I don't want the cops to our guys to get hurt. It's like, what are you talking about?
So that's where the explanation was a fucking joke. He's like, I don't want our cop staff to whatever. But if he's taking it serious, that means that he was also serious when he said it should be a felony.
That's fucking.
So you can have my stance. You can have the take like, hey, the NCAA should ban flag planting because it starts all these fights. I think that stinks anyways, but I can listen to that.
Fair.
I cannot listen to a lawmaker that said, if we just make it a felony.
Make it a felony. What's the crime going to be? He's in jail for 366 days.
I think if that was the case.
Like,
Can't play next year.
If you are a
stack the
convicted
deck.
felon, you can't. There's a lot of shit you can't do.
That's a
For
good
a
point.
flag planting, that is insanity. You can't vote.
Right.
You can't bear arms. You can't leave the country without permission.
I wonder if anyone would do it. Like, if that became a law, I bet you Michigan would still do it, just because that's how fucking ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
Take
God,
me
I
to
just
jail.
saw the one I wanted, motherfucker. Sorry,
What is it, Marty?
I don't want to. Want me to say it?
Save
Yeah.
it for honorable mention.
Well,
Oh, so
I'm okay.
I'm kind of low on picks, so if
Save
he does
it. Save it. Chief, you're up.
I'll take. I don't love the pick, but I'm taking Warden Norton from Shawshank. So a guy who, like, anything good, you got a library, which sounds like, yeah, fucking take that away from me. He takes that away. Any sort of joy, like, he was the most perfect Grinch evil character. So Warden Norton.
The last thing that went through that man's mind, besides that bullet, yeah, it's a good pick. I guess. What's his name?
Warden Norton.
Norton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave.
Cersei Lannister. I wish I had something more fun, but I'm also short on picks now, so I'm gonna go with Cersei. She's a real
You just
cunt.
looked that up, right? Because I just looked one up too, and it was like
I did
that was
not.
on-
I did not. I have a shit ton of people left. I just don't really like any of them.
That's what I'm saying. My list I have is just not like I don't even love it that much.
Mine are like the second tier of things that were taken,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
yeah.
Fifth round pick.
Yeah.
I mean, Cersei is pretty bad,
I'd say.
right? Tate, you're up.
Shoved a kid out. Well, not her, but like was part of shoving a kid out a window because that kid walked in on her brother fucking her doggy style in like a tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tate.
I have a bunch of
You
like,
needed the sex position there,
like-
but that's
Yeah.
She was fucking taking it, Marty. Water there. Jesus.
I have a lot of like things that suck the fun out of life. I think I'm gonna go speed cameras because I think you go with that.
I'm not going to veto, but
I can go different, but my reasoning. You want to hear my reasoning?
You took an inanimate object. A speed camera doesn't decide.
I
I'm
think
gonna
that
be a cunt. Yeah. It's programmed to be a cunt by people.
there should be like a social contract. Like if you speed, you get away with it if the cop doesn't see you. That's how the world works. And I don't think you can argue, okay, officer sees you going 75 and a 60. You can't argue.
It just goes back to the libs. I mean, we live in a police state is what we do.
Well, have you ever gotten a ticket?
Oh, yeah.
That's like, hey, 2 weeks ago, the helicopter caught you going 13 over.
No.
I have.
Helicopter.
It's fucking bullshit.
Wait, the hell? What are you talking about?
I was going to the Cavs 2016 parade, and I was driving up to Cleveland, and I got something in the mail a couple weeks later that said the helicopter caught me speeding.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is wild.
So we allowing
Just
this
a
or
word,
no?
word to the wise right here, not far from here. The strip from like Hubbard and Ogden all the way down to Madison or so, the street the UC. If you go over 31, it's a 30. If you go 31, you're getting a ticket.
It's bullshit.
Okay.
And it's like it's a spot where you should
we don't
be
need to
going.
be-
Like,
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone vetoing?
Yeah, I can go with a real thing.
I kind of think you should have a real person.
yeah.
Is
Because, like, what's Eddie going to take? Potholes?
Yeah, I'll veto.
Yeah.
okay.
Vito.
Is the IRS a real person?
It's
It's
a
an
group of
entity.
Like tow truck drivers. Fuck, I got 1 million of those.
people. I think IRS would fly.
If you guys don't like it,
I've never been on
The IRS.
All right,
Nobody
I'll go-
likes. Yeah, if you want the IRS.
Every year I fucking do my taxes. I think I do them right. I get a letter in the mail saying you owe another $1,000 or some shit.
I'm fine with the IRS
yeah, IRS.
I'll go with the IRS.
because I think they are Grinches. They ruin
Yeah.
same thing. Like they know what they need and they don't
They don't
make
tell
us
you.
figure it out.
Doge time.
Doge. Our government's failed 7 straight audits. But if you owe, like me, $1,000, I owe $1,000 that I didn't report. Apparently, I guess my TurboTax didn't.
Obviously Eddie already said, but I don't understand how they know what you owe, and then you have to do all the work and pay someone hundreds of dollars. Mush is dying over there.
Dave, you forgot $1,000.
I don't know. No, I did H&R Block last year, so I had a real person do
that.
it.
Get a person to fucking do it for $150 so you don't go to jail.
That's what I did. I went to H&R Block this last year, and something still got fucked up. I got one source of income. Just tell me what I owe you, and I'll give it.
What are you talking about? You rent your car.
That was years ago.
Did you claim
did that app that rents your car?
Yeah, that's one of Danny Conrad's favorite thing about Dave.
I don't understand why it's that big of a deal.
He loves
it. My favorite thing I've ever
back
heard.
when we lived or worked at the insurance office, I lived 2 blocks away, and I had a car that just I never used ever, like because I didn't need it. So I would rent it out like during the week, and it was the same lady usually, and she would take it to visit her son in Tennessee, and it paid for my car. So
no, it's not a bad idea.
It's like Airbnb for cars. Like who gives a shit?
All right, IRS. My last pick, Mr. Irrelevant. There needs law and order in this too. It's kind of in the same vein of tow truck drivers and as a pick like that. But uptight stadium ushers.
Yes.
Uptight stadium ushers. Like, just fucking chill. The stadium, like the ballpark is empty. You don't need to be kicking me out of this seat. Like, it's not that serious. It drives me nuts.
You're stealing from the Ricketts, dude.
I actually, Ed,
What?
are you a schmuck though that doesn't sit in your seat?
It depends. If I'm going to a Sox game.
Yeah, if you're at a Sox game, you're buying the cheapest possible ticket you can and sitting.
I am not sitting.
There's nothing worse than when I get to a stadium, and I don't have dog shit team like you guys, so it's usually full.
Thanks.
I'm sorry. That was an unnecessary.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you were just speaking facts.
True. But when someone's sitting in your seat, it truly makes me so angry.
You can't sit in someone's seat that someone's going to come sit in.
Yes.
You don't have to sit in your seat if it's like, hey, the stadium's empty and you want to go sit in the bleachers, fine.
I would never
But
do
you
that.
can't be
at
the
a
person that goes and sits behind first base in the third row.
I would never.
Yes, that pisses me off.
No. I would never do that at like a game where it's like there's going to be a crowd. But if I'm going
at
to
a Sox game, they're
Sox
so
game,
sparse that if you set first row and someone asks you to move, you move over 2 seats. It's not a big deal.
That's the point.
Yeah.
What's the over-under on innings where if the person's not there by this inning, you can go to the seat?
The top of the first?
No.
I think that's getting kind of close. If it's the second inning and there's no one in that seat, I am taking that seat.
I would say 4th inning is that.
No.
Who's showing up? The game's over at that point.
You don't know when people are late. You don't know.
But if I'm offered tickets to a baseball game, just a standard like weekday baseball game, I'm like, I can't get there till 4th inning. I'm not going 1,000 times out of 1,000. And I think anybody in their right mind would be the exact same as me.
I actually don't agree. I think sometimes going to a game in the 4th inning ain't bad.
You've never one time in your life gone to a baseball game and walked in the 4th inning. I refuse to believe that.
Why?
I haven't. No, I haven't. Yeah. But I'm just saying, if circumstances happen, I think that's the latest I'd go is 4th inning. But
I've gotten there.
Game with them.
I've gotten there in the 3rd at Wrigley before.
Yeah, I think if you're having some beers
were you outside drinking in a parking lot or something?
Well, no, it was like I was working and my buddy was like, hey, I have an extra ticket. Do you want it? I'm like, I can't get there till later.
I would be like, sorry, I can't get.
Me and Marty
no thanks.
This year, these guys showed up in like the 6th inning.
That's what I was gonna say. Ed. That was fucked up.
That's wild. We had really good seats behind the Cubs dugout, and these guys literally showed up in the 6th inning, and it was our first time at Wrigley.
There's nothing. It was my second time ever going to Wrigley, and I showed up, and it was already 3-0. We got there bottom first, top first. The other team scored 3 runs. It was the worst.
Sounds right.
Tough. Yeah, and just to be clear, I'm talking about empty stadium.
Yeah, you're talking White Sox.
Yes. Or
I bought.
You can't do that at the Cubs at Wrigley.
Yes.
You can do that at Sox.
Actually, kind of can.
Well, now, depending sometimes.
If it's like a Wednesday in April.
Sure. Like a 110 at the Jake. Like I'm not.
Is it an asshole move? So last year I ended up getting, I think they were like $8 on Game Time. I got $8 tickets, and the White Sox played the Indian Guardians, and then just never went to my seat. Like bought the tickets knowing I was just gonna go.
Yeah.
sit.
Yeah,
no, not at all.
That's
everybody does.
That's the move.
Do you know how bad the White Sox are supposed to be this year? By the way, I didn't realize they're 250-1 to win the AL Central.
Yeah.
Everyone else is 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 4-1, and they're 250-1 to win the division.
Yeah.
They're probably. I mean,
kind of like that bet.
Holy shit!
You should be able to bet on if they'll finish with the worst record. than last year.
Nice little Leicester City type thing.
Even though the roster might be on paper to start the year worse,
It's like impossible.
right.
You would think, but they could do it. They could do it.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, to be clear.
I very much hope they do.
Yeah, uptight stadium ushers. Then also not even just in your seat, like when they look like they make you walk around. Like there's definitely a specific situation where the ushers are just like.
There's time where like say you're in section 113.
Yeah.
But they're like head on over to the other side because your seat's on the other side. There's just asshole ushers.
How about this one where you go like you just passed the guy, and I know they have to remember a lot of people, but you're coming back with dogs and beers and your phones in your pockets. Like, you know, dude, like, come on. Like I was just here. And
we had seats at Wrigley. Shout out to Game Time, gave it to us, and it was like third baseline. It was like 7 of us, and season ticket holders behind us went to the usher to tell them to check our tickets because they didn't think we should be. That's the true.
That's a Grinch. Those are Grinches.
That's the Grinch guy. I want to say
them.
that guy. I looked. My ticket's right here. Why the fuck can't I sit here? It was crazy.
That's crazy.
All right, that's my pick. Marty, you got any honorable mentions? I assume no.
It was just the bin people at airports, the TSA agents.
Oh yeah,
those guys.
I don't
would
like
be
that
miserable
pick.
too. But they're mean. They're mean about it. If you fuck up, like, why don't you take your jacket off? It's like, what do you mean? I don't ever take my jacket off.
Okay, that's different. I thought because one of my like little pet peeves at the airport is when people don't put their bins away.
Oh no, you should always put your bin away.
Yes, I thought
like
that's
a societal rule. Yeah.
but I would say every other like 50% of the population doesn't abide by that.
You got anything else, Chief?
Bill Gates, along with Fauci. I would say Joe Scarborough is pretty goddamn close to Keith Olbermann. Stuff like that, but nothing.
Do you think before this year and him going on TV, Belichick would have been a good one?
Yeah, for sure.
Because recently he's been likable. Like that's why I never took him because he's been.
He was
like,
a Grinch in press conferences.
100%.
Yeah, he was just miserable his whole career on the Patriots.
Belichick for sure is a good
Was
pick.
that him like? I've never heard like people say, "Oh, that guy fucking sucks." It was just he didn't like talking to the media. I don't give a shit.
Well, and like
that.
the media, I would say was not good to him. We had a show recently. I watched a thing about the 2001 Patriots, and they were talking about the quarterback like debate with Brady and Bledsoe, and he was like funny about it. Oh, as we're talking about Kirk, we're doing like the bullies draft, and then I think as like all like the Spygate and all like the stuff like media was like turning on him, making his life miserable. I think then he's like, all right, you guys are fucking out.
Dave, do you have any left?
I had Tiger, Barry Bonds, Zach Bryan, Clint Eastwood, and Gran Torino because he's like, get off my lawn.
He was great though. I love that guy.
So I had like there was the comeback stories I was talking about: Theon Greyjoy, Trump, Michael Vick, Kim Kardashian. She had come on her back. I was trying to do that whole thing. Kris Jenner, her mother.
What whole thing?
Yeah,
what whole thing is that? What whole thing?
Her sex tape where she had Ray J's come all over her back. She had a good comeback. Ha ha ha.
Redemption arc. That's the redemption arc.
Yeah. But she started with that. That's how I learned who she was.
I couldn't figure out how to wordsmith it. Johnny Depp, also kind of a comeback story, but he's also kind of a cunt. And I said Kris Jenner, right? Kris Jenner is just like, she's evil to me.
Yeah.
Even though I kind of respect the hustle at the same time. Don't hate the player, hate the game, but she's pretty evil.
Tate, anymore?
Yeah, I had so obviously the Guardians owner, Paul Dolan, is the 5th richest owner in baseball, and we're like the 29th payroll. He sucks. Kevin Warren, before he was with the Bears, he shut down the Big Ten and had to get bullied back into he sucked.
Who bullied him back in?
The SEC and the ACC, right?
It was Notre Dame, brother.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Notre Dame started that.
Well, good. Thank you, Notre Dame.
You're welcome. Hey, good luck.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I'm excited. We're streaming. I don't know who I'm cheering for in that stream.
Notre Dame.
I'm very
just
excited
wish you
about
good luck.
that game. Oh, I am. Indiana fans are the most abhorrent people on earth when their teams are good, which is very few and far between, obviously, especially basketball recently.
Let's wrap this up because Marty's got to get to the airport.
But
what's
I'm
the
going to
rest
be
of your
rooting
picks?
for IU.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
I just have a couple more here. The Barstool person I have, and I actually kind of enjoy it.
Rico.
No, Big T.
Oh
yeah. He's Scrooge McDuck for sure.
Rico has some.
Oh yeah, Rico's.
yeah.
Rico's doom and
You know what
gloom.
Rico said to me the other day? Rico goes, I can't wait for break, man. I said, oh, yeah, it's going to be great. He goes, yeah, but then I'm fucking home for 2 weeks. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You just said you were excited. It was just like, I'm mad about something.
Yeah.
He's only happy, truly, if he is watching some sort of college basketball. That's truly it.
Or when
I've never seen anything like it.
Or when he's on the road and he ggets some extra sleep in his hotel room. He's happy when he gets
like
that,
his Christmas present last year was an Arkansas State game. That's nuts.
Big T, very curmudgeon-y guy.
Yeah.
It's a perfect pick.
Yeah.
I really like Big T.
Yeah,
too.
but it makes me laugh how like he just nothing in my life to smile about. And then I respect these people too much to pick them, but I guess I'm taking the bad version of the like the bouncers. But
Bouncers at college bars.
Yeah, like when you get that person, yeah.
No, dude, those guys deal with the fucking.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
sucks.
That's why,
Yeah.
But the person that you give them, your fake ID when you're 20, and they like get out the flashlight and whatever, I thought that would be a little Grinchy.
yeah, like everyone knows there's bad versions of that.
Yeah.
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 So
All
Dave,
right.
what about
crooked
the ugly
if I were
section of catch steak?
that's Grinchy.
Every time I've been there, I've gotten shoved in that section. But now I'm looking forward to going back to New York City because I'll be on the hot side.
Yeah, I think you will. I think you look great. So I think that you should get a redemption on catch.
I've been consulting Marty on his post-op recovery here and there.
I've been nice, right?
Yeah, you have. Mm-hmm. Did you think I was
Are
like
you fully
doing that to,
back,
like-
Marty?
Yeah, it's pretty much like completely back. Like I didn't have any of this shit.
You had a high forehead,
Hairline.
anyways. Yeah.
I had my hairline was always back. It's just that I didn't have anything in the front. All that shit's new.
Okay.
Wasn't a great showing right there, but I'll show you a picture.
No, the picture. Marty, you look fantastic.
Thanks, Dave.
I hate all the bald
me and
people
Dave
being
bond
brothers
now.
in arms now.
All right, I'm going to read these off.
You were the ugliest motherfucker on earth like 3 years ago. You really were.
No, I was an ugly bag.
Nah, but you
I
have
was
more
an
hair
ugly
back.
bag. I will say Rhea has helped my style in a lot of different ways when I go out too. That helps.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
nice. That's nice. All right, I'm going to read them off, then we'll vote off someone. Marty, Olivia Soprano, Susie Green, Squidward, Seth Green, Josh Williams, Chief, Skylar White, All Business Pete, Gary Bettman, Hockey Twitter, Ward and Norton, White Sox Dave, Aaron Rodgers, Brandon Walker, Lance Armstrong, The Lib, Cersei Lannister, Tate, Dr. Anthony Fauci, Jerry Reinsdorf, Michelle Obama, Tow Truck Drivers, the IRS, Eddie, Roger Goodell, Keith Olbermann, John Fisher, Dan Bernstein, Uptight Stadium Ushers.
Truly, they are going to be so confused about Tate and
Yeah,
White Sox.
because the tow truck thing is like a famous White Sox
Yeah,
Dave story.
yeah.
too.
Yeah, like it's all like.
Yeah.
Marty, who you got?
Oh, me first?
All right,
You go.
you got someone?
I didn't like my draft.
Okay. Tate?
I'm gonna go White Sox Dave. Even though Lib was a great pick.
I would have sprinted to vote for myself. I thought Marty's last. Well, I can't comment on Squidward, but the last two were just brutal. I thought.
So you got one. We got Marty.
Yeah,
Who
Marty.
do you got, Marty?
Dave.
All right, so two for Dave, two for Marty, one
Do you
for.
Josh Williams?
Yeah,
You
does
don't
that
even
make
know who
sense?
that is.
Yeah, I didn't know who.
Well, did you
So
vote?
what are
You
you
didn't.
voting?
No, not yet.
What are you-
So
what are
it's
you
one for me.
Voting for me for
No, Josh Williams.
I don't know who
knows-
Cersei
if
Lannister
you
is
write
either.
Ohio State guy, like
Game of
that's
Thrones?
it's the Ohio State guy, not Josh.
Oh, you're saying the
Williams.
Josh Williams thing?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. I don't know who Seth Green is from his pick. I know who the Ohio State guy is, though.
I voted for.
I saw. I didn't know that was his name.
I voted for Marty because I can't let him get credit for that Ohio State pick.
Fair.
That was
Well,
his
The
principle.
Seth Green
Principle.
pick was just bad.
So then that means you have
Well,
to break
how
the
is
tie.
that bad? Dave?
Who am I voting between?
Marty or Dave?
Oh, Marty.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marty or dead.
I had a bad draft too. I was about to vote for myself.
This
until,
guy-
Tate
Aaron
should get like
Rodgers
90%
first.
in my opinion.
yeah, Tate's gonna.
No, mine's good. I like mine.
No,
Aaron
Ed's
Rodgers
is good
was
too.
his first pick.
That
is
and Lance
Bruce
Armstrong.
started. Lance Armstrong, because he had cancer. Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I hate people. That's why I can't stand Danny Conrad. He's a cancer survivor. That's just a no-go in my book.
All right.
All right, fellas, that was a good one.
All right. Thank you, Marty. Thank you, Tate. Thank you, Kevin Zupu, for stepping in for
thank
Lance.
you,
Thanks,
Zuby.
Zuby.
Appreciate it. All right, that's it, everyone. This will be the last original draft this year. Well, actually, I take that back. We might have an extra bonus one next Thursday or the Thursday after. So subscribe and make sure you're ready to lock and load for those. All right, that's it. See you, everyone.